As I said, it's 24 to 3000 millimeters. It's, as I say, I'm filming on recording on the Z9 now, and you can't compare. I can go 4K or even 8K on the Z9. Now, when I'm filming, well, this is what I'll probably do. It's because I am going this afternoon. I'm just going out for a bit of a look. As I said, I've got here. This is for windsock here, just to cut down the wind resistance, and I'm using a backup mic here just on my jacket. And I normally use the eyepiece, even though I've got glasses, but using the back screen uses battery, so I try to minimise using that if I can. I use manual. So when I'm actually filming, I turn the head around that way. The reason for that is because the peak hits the camera, and if I want to go up a bit higher, I can. But if I'm filming and I'm just panning to there, and I'm using the manual focus ring here when I'm using it. It's on aperture priority. I use go to manual, and that way try and get your aperture quite sharp, depending on light, of course. It's like now it's middle of the day, so I'm just getting ready to go, so I just sort of give you a bit of a look how I operate this. If you're in a video, it's a must have a tripod. Doesn't matter what you're doing. And yeah, I'm just curious to see if that's eye tracking me, the Z9 here. It'll be interesting to see if I move my fingers or whatever. I'm very impressed with the Z9 autofocus on. It's really good. So this is the setup I got. I've got this is the Neewer N55C carbon fibre. Lightness, and if I want to do auto capture, I can put an extra battery just here. Yeah, we'll just see what. As I said, you can use the screen, but just remember they're not that big a battery in them. I normally carry about 3 batteries with me. A couple of weeks ago I ran out of battery, so and the functionalities are quite similar with all Nikon. It's a Nikon camera. Yeah, I'm thinking actually selling it because I want to go to a 800mm lens for the Z9. So it could be up for sale soon. I love it. It's in good nick. It's got a lot of extras on it too, like batteries. You've got a remote too if you want to use it. But if it's like today, it's windy, and I can guarantee you, if I was filming, you won't even hear me on that on the Z9. I'm too far away. But for just doing this, the deck cat is essential. Just cut down the distortion with the wind, and yeah, that's what the way it goes. So we turn it around, and I'm looking for deer all the time. And as soon as I fix on them, as I said, it's essential if you're filming to have that aesthetically pleasing footage, is to take out the shake and have the stabilisation with it, and then I can zoom in whatever. Don't panic. That's if I was giving you a tip, don't panic. Just look for your deer and that. Today I've seen it. This morning I've seen a lot of hinds, but no stags. And then this afternoon I come up a bit later, and I just went into another gully system, and there was a big stag involved on the ridge, but I didn't get any footage of him. It was no good because the warmth in the earth was giving it distortion, so I didn't even bother filming it, even though I probably should have. Yeah, yeah, trying to maintain. Sometimes I'm that low. As I said, this is deer habitat. Got prickly coprosma. I'm just on a log. I'm concealed inside, so I'm not moving much. So you're not carrying those, what do you call them, cameras. I'm filming the deer. I'm not filming myself. Oh, well, I am filming myself, but to give you an insight how I do it. But most times I'm sitting waiting. I see the deer beforehand, and I'll manoeuvre into a spot, and that's how I do it. Try and sneak in there now. Like, it's no good me hunting that way because the wind's going that way. Why is that? Because the deer will smell me. As I said, I keep harping on it. Bionic hearing and bionic smell. Yeah, I don't know how many times I've been busted with deer just having them in front of me with the wind just turning around. And that goes for hunting with a rifle, as I said. But where I'll go this afternoon is go that way. I'm going to go against the wind. So, and I know I filmed a couple of stags in velvet a couple of weeks ago. I'm going to go into there and just sit there and wait. It's not deer o'clock yet. It's middle of the day. It's quite sunny. You nearly need sunglasses today. But you can only carry so much. Carry a couple of cameras, tripods, bit of water. Quite cool today, even though it's sunny. Like it was middle of like December or January, or it would be terrible. So that's a setup. Make sure too, with your external microphone I've done it myself, haven't connected it properly, and you won't get proper sound. Anyhow, if I record on this, I can use it. Flip the screen out like that. See the screen there? I can do it if I've got plenty of batteries, and but when I'm doing that, because I'm old now, I've got to wear glasses. So what I'll do is just set it on, connect it up, make sure you got that stops any light haze coming into the side. And what are you focus peaking on this too was it. And now what I'm doing is recording on the P1000. Not deer at the moment, but later on, hopefully I'll get some deer. We'll see how we go. It does 4K. I had an earlier model which was the P1 900. That was only high definition, so I went. But in saying that, I want to keep upgrading my equipment. So this is on the market if anyone's interested in buying a P1 1000. And this is what I do most of my footage on, so you can see how good it is. Images, you can do JPEG or RAW. Nothing compared to your mirrorless or DSLR cameras. You've got to remember this is a bridge camera. There's no interchangeable lens where I can change lenses on the Z9. At the moment I'm running a 70 to 200, and later on when I go filming I'll probably put the 500 on. But as I said, I want to upgrade to a 800 prime, which is close to around about $9,000, just to give you the footage that I get. Switch it off because I'm using battery. Flick it off. What I might do now, I'm going to go utilise it just to go to 8K and see what it's like. Only going to do a little bit of it and see how we go. Just remember when you got the external light, see the external light here, you can close that up. It's a backup. So what I'm going to do now is I'll switch it off shortly, because I don't want to run out of battery. Sometimes I've let it run all day and go back and wonder why the battery's flat. Cameras are only as good as their batteries, so make sure you've got an ample supply of batteries. And make sure your batteries are charged up before you go on a hunt. Oh, all right. Okay, we're going to try a bit on 8K and see what it's like, just for curiosity and the auto tracking.